How did George Lucas find inspiration in the samurai films of Akira Kurosawa? With the spiritual philosophy of the Jedi almost synonymous with the samurai's commitment to honor, it's hardly surprising that Lucas found inspiration in the old samurai films of Akira Kurosawa. Films such as Seven Samurai inspired Lucas to create a futuristic adaptation of these ancient warriors. Throughout Star Wars, parallels can be drawn between the Jedi in the samurai robes and the lightsaber and samurai sword. However, the catalyst in the creation of the Jedi comes from the ancient samurai philosophy, both physically and spiritually. To talk about the origin of Star Wars, we first have to discuss Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Throughout Kurosawa's films, a large portion of time is given to character development, giving each character a story and therefore inspiring more connection with them when, ultimately, they have no choice but to battle. With Kurosawa's films allowing room for laughter despite the surrounding darkness of their environments. Balancing honor, self-control, and courage alongside the humanity and individual nature of each character is vital to the stories of both Star Wars and Seven Samurai. The character development in Seven Samurai is one of the film's greatest achievements, with more characters being enlisted in the fight of good versus evil as the film goes on, much like the gradual addition of characters throughout the original Star Wars films. The film is based on the premise of defiance. It follows the selfless Ronin Kanbei as he enlists more samurai in order to protect a village of farmers against bandits who annually steal their crops, with the wise and kind Kanbei who helps protect the farmers against bandits, inspiring Yoda, and the bandits, physically and metaphorically, resembling the Sith. The film flows with scenes of samurai defending the community to the slow sound of the classical music of Fumio Hayasaka, music similar in both pace and intensity to that used in the Star Wars films. Creating heroes we care about, leaving them facing unfavourable odds and the battle of their lives, and then eventually inspiring a greater connection through the overcoming of hardship is what both Lucas and Kurosawa achieve in both of their films. Both directors utilize the reactions of characters as a method of reflecting the emotions of fight scenes, allowing audiences to derive the tension through the emotion of the observer. The films also both use the concept of the calm before the storm, with scenes of unnerving serenity before a fight breaks out. This allowing of both parties to look at one another in the eyes before a duel evokes a sense that the two enemies are sizing one another up, that they have some deeper connection, and that they are aware of the severity of what's to come. Lucas was also inspired by the stories of Kurosawa, with another of Kurosawa's films, Hidden Fortress, about two peasants risking their lives in order to save a princess, with stormtroopers aesthetically inspired by the samurai armor. The name Jedi was even inspired by the Japanese term for costume or period drama, Jidai Geki. The ability to convey emotion during action, evoking understanding during disarray, inspiring the notion of consideration during chaos. These are the trademarks of Kurosawa's films, and what made him one of the most influential directors of all time. This ability to give adequate weight to cause as well as effect, alongside the capacity for us to understand the character's short and long-term objectives, instills empathy in the observer, and it's this empathy which evokes a love for the characters of both Lucas and Kurosawa. In the final scenes of the Seven Samurai, the three surviving samurai leave the village, having developed no attachment despite their willingness to die protecting the villagers. This self-control and lack of attachment remains a key theme through the way of the Jedi. Much like the samurai in Seven Samurai, the Jedi expect no reward for their contribution. They risk their lives not for the pursuit of money or fame, but for honor.